Hello students, in the previous videos we have studied coordinate of point, distance between 2 points, betweenness, line segment, congruent segment, properties of congruent segments, conditional statement, converses, Euclid postulate theorems, direct method and indirect method. Today we will learn problem set 1. Problem set 1. First one, select the correct alternatives from the answers of the questions given below. This is multiple choice question. So for any question, 4 options are given. Out of these 4 options, you have to select the correct one. The first one, how many midpoints does the segment have? Suppose this is a segment. We know that suppose AB is the segment. Then there exists one and only one point which divides this segment in two congruent parts. That is, every segment has one and only one midpoint. Do you know what is meaning of one and only one? When I am saying first one, that is existence of midpoint, and only one indicates the uniqueness of that midpoint. So the answer is option A, only one. Second one, how many points are there in the intersection of two lines? Suppose this is the line L, this one is line M. In how many points do these two lines intersect? Their intersection is 1 point. So the intersection is 1 point. The option is C. Third one, how many lines are determined by 3 distinct points? Option is A, 2, B is 3, C 1 or 3 and D is 6. So 3 distinct points are given. It is not given that whether the points are collinear or not. So we have to consider both the cases. The first one is if those points are collinear. Suppose this is point A, point B, point C. If they are collinear, then what will happen? One line we can draw. So they determine one line. If points are non-collinear, suppose this is point A, this one is B, this one is C, then through point A and B we can draw line AB. Through point B and C we can draw line BC, and through point A and C one can draw line AC. So how many lines can be drawn? 3 lines can be drawn. So but it is not mentioned whether the points are collinear or non-collinear. So we will get either 1 line or 3 lines, and therefore the correct answer is option C, 1 or 3 lines. Question number 4. Find distance AB if coordinates of A and B are -2 and 5 respectively. Options are A is -2, B is 5, C is 7 and D is 3. So first I have to find out distance AB since coordinates are given to me. So what is the formula? Distance AB is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. What are the coordinates? 5 and -2. 5 is positive number, -2 is negative number. Positive number is greater than negative number. Greater coordinate is 5 minus smaller coordinate is -2. So it will become 5 plus 2 and the answer is 7. The correct option is option C, that is distance AB is 7 unit. Fifth one, if P dash Q dash R and distance PQ is 2, distance PR is 10, find distance QR. Here betweenness is given. What betweenness in point P, Q, R, P dash, Q dash, R? It means point Q lies between point P and point R. With this, what formula I will get? Distance PR is equal to distance PQ plus distance QR. What is given? Distance PR is given as 10 is equal to distance PQ is 2. Distance QR I have to find out. So this will become minus. So 10 minus 2 is equal to distance QR. So what will be distance QR? Distance QR is 8 units. Therefore, the answer is option B, 8 units. Second question. On a number line, coordinates of P, Q, R are 3, minus 5 and 6 respectively. State with the reason whether the following statements are true or false. Statements are given: distance PQ plus distance QR is equal to distance PR. Second one is distance PR plus distance RQ is equal to distance PQ. Third one, distance RP plus distance PQ is equal to distance RQ. And the fifth one, distance PQ minus distance PR is equal to distance QR. So, since coordinates are given and we are asked to find the relation between their distances. So first, using greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate, I will find out distance PQ. How much is distance PQ? PQ. This is 3 minus 5. It will be 8. What is distance QR? Coordinates are minus 5 and 6. 6 is greater. 6 minus 5. That is 11 units. And the distance of PR is 3, this is 3, coordinate is 3 and coordinate is 6. Distance PR is equal to how much? 3 units. Now I will substitute over here. See, this is distance of PQ. Distance PQ is how much? PQ is 8 plus QR is 11 is equal to distance PR. Distance PR is 3. Is this statement is true? 8 plus 11 is equal to 19, but here we are getting 8 plus 11 is equal to 3. So this statement is false. Second one, distance PR. How much is distance? Distance QR is 11. That is equal to distance PQ. Distance PQ is 8. 3 plus 11 is not equal to 8. This is also false statement. Distance RP. How much is RP? RP means PR plus distance PQ is 8. That is equal to 11. 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. This statement is true statement. And the last one, distance PQ. How much is distance PQ? PQ is 8. Here minus. Distance PR is how much? 3. That is equal to distance QR. Distance QR is how much? 11. So 8 minus 3 is equal to 5, which is not equal to 11. And therefore, this statement is also false. So in this 4 statements, statement number 3 is only true statement. Question number 3. Coordinates of some pairs of points are given below. Hence find the distance between each pair. If coordinates are given, then how to find distance? Distance is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. So out of 3 and 6, which one is greater? Greater one is 6 minus smaller coordinate is 3, and 6 minus 3, the distance is 3 units. Now second one, minus 9 and minus 1. Here which one is? Distance is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Which one is greater one? Greater one is minus 1. Minus smaller coordinate is minus 9. This minus 1 will remain same. This minus will become plus. Since the signs are different, we should subtract smaller from the greater one. 9 minus 1 8 units, the symbol of greater number. And always remember, distance cannot be negative. Third one, coordinates are -4 and 5. What is the distance formula? Distance is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Out of this -4 and 5, always positive number is greater than negative number. So this is 5 minus -4, that is 5 plus 4, that is 9 units. Sub question number 4, 0 and -2. Coordinates are 0, coordinate is -2. Now, what is distance is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Out of this 0 and -2, 0 is always greater than negative number. 0 minus of -2, that is 0 plus 2. The distance is 2 units. Now, x plus 3 and x minus 3. Here, instead of number, we are using variable. X plus 3, variable is same. So, which one is greater number? Definitely x plus 3 is greater and x minus 3 is smaller one. So, the distance is greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Since this is binomial, I will put bracket x plus 3 minus of x minus 3. So, we will solve the bracket. X plus 3 will remain unchanged. Since minus sign is there outside the bracket, so this will become, x will become minus x and 3 will become plus 3. X will get cancelled. 3 plus 3, that is 6 units. So question number 6, minus 25 and minus 47. Which one is greater coordinate? Minus 25 is greater coordinate, minus 47 is smaller coordinate. Distance is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Minus 25 minus minus 47, that is minus 25 plus 47. Since signs are different, therefore we subtract smaller from greater one. 47 minus 25, that is 22 units. And the last one, coordinates are 80 and minus 85. Positive number is greater than negative number. Therefore, distance is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. 80 minus minus 85, that is 80 plus 85. The answer is 165 units. Question number 4. Coordinate of point P on a number line is minus 7. Find the coordinate of a point on number line which are at a distance of 8 units from point P. Suppose this is a line where point P is on line whose coordinates is a minus 7. You are asked to find the coordinate of point which are at a distance of 8 units. It is not given whether it is on the left hand side or right hand side. So the point will be either on the right hand side or on the left hand side. Solution: let A be the point on number line towards the right of point P and coordinate of point A be x. This is the point A whose coordinate is x. Distance between point P and point A is 8 units. Since x is on right hand side, definitely x is greater than minus 7. I have to find out distance AP. What is the formula? Distance AP is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate, x minus minus 7. Distance PA is how much? 8 is equal to x plus 7. Therefore, x is equal to 8 minus 7, that is 1. Now, the point may be on left hand side also. So let point B be a point on number line towards the left of point P, and the coordinate of point B be y. Since y is on left hand side and -7 is on right hand side, definitely -7 is greater coordinate, y is smaller coordinate. Distance PB is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate, -7 minus y. So 8 is equal to -7 minus y. This -7, if I transfer to left hand side, it will become 8 plus 7 is equal to -y. So what I will get, minus y is equal to 15. Y is equal to -15. So the coordinate of points which are at a distance of 8 unit from point P are either 1 or -15. So number 5, answer the following questions. First one, if A dash B dash C, what does it mean? Point B lies between point A and point C. Distance AC is 17, distance BC is 6.5. Find distance AB. Here, solution. What is given to you? A dash B dash C. With this, what I will get? Distance AC is equal to distance AB plus distance BC. So what I will get? Distance AC is equal to distance AB plus distance BC. Now substituting the values. What is distance AC? Distance AC is 70 equal to distance AB not given, that I have to find out, plus distance BC is how much? 6.5. What I have to find out? I have to find out distance AB. So I will keep distance AB as it is. This plus 6.5 I will transfer to left hand side, so it becomes 17 minus 6.5. So what I will get? Distance AB is equal. See how to subtract this. 17.0 minus 6.5. So here we'll carry. This will be 6. This is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 6 minus 6 is 0. Decimal as it is. So distance AB is equal to 10.5 units. Second one. If P dash Q dash R, distance PQ is 3.4, distance QR is 5.7, find distance PR. So what betweenness is given? Q lies between P and R. Point Q lies between P and R. Therefore, distance PR is equal to distance PQ plus distance QR. So what I will get? Distance PR is equal to distance PQ plus distance QR. Now substituting the values. Distance PQ is given as 3.4. Distance QR is given as 5.7. This is 3.4 plus 5.7. See the addition. 4 plus 7, 11. 1 carries. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 5, that is 9.1 units. So, what will be distance PR? Distance PR is 9.1. Question number 6. Coordinate of point A on number line is 1. Find the coordinate of point on number line which are at a distance of 7 units from point A. Let this is a number line. A is the any point. Coordinate of A is 1. So points are at a distance of 7 units from point A. The point will be either on the right hand side or on the left hand side. So let point P be the point on number line which is at a distance of 7 units towards right of, and its coordinate is x. Now x is on right hand side, therefore 1 is smaller coordinate x is greater coordinate. Distance PA is equal to x minus a. Distance PA, distance between point A and P is how much? 7 units. That is equal to greater coordinate x minus smaller coordinate y. This minus 1 I will transfer to this side. So what I will get? X is equal to 7 plus 1, that is 8. So the point which is on the right hand side of point A, the coordinate is 8. Now let Q be the point on the left hand side at a distance of 7 units from point A. Let coordinate of point Q be y. Now distance between point A and Q is how much? 7. Distance QA is equal to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Now look at the board. Y is on left hand side and 1 is on right hand side. Definitely 1 is greater coordinate, y is smaller coordinate. That's why it is 1 minus y. This 1 I will transfer to this side. So 7 minus 1 is equal to minus y. Minus y is equal to 6. Y is equal to minus 6. Therefore, the coordinate of point which are at a distance of 7 units from point A are 8 and minus 6. Question number 7. Write the following statement in conditional form. What do you mean by conditional form? You have to write in if then form. Every rhombus is a square. It means if a quadrilateral is a rhombus, then it is a square. So you have to write in if then form. If quadrilateral is a rhombus, then it is a square. Understood? Second one, angles in a linear pair are supplementary. There are two parts. Angles in linear pair, and the second part is are supplementary. So how will I write this? If angles are linear pair angles, then they are supplementary. Third one, a triangle is a figure formed by 3 segments. A triangle formed by 3 segments is the second part. So if a figure is a triangle, then it is formed by 3 segments. And the last one, a number having 2 divisors is called prime number. Number having 2 divisors is one part, first part. This is prime number is the second part. So how will I write this? If a number has only 2 divisors, then it is called prime number. So now all of you understood how to write given statement in conditional form. It means you have to use if, then. Question number 8. Write the converse of each of the following statement. What do you mean by converse? When in a conditional statement, given part and to be proved part, they are interchanged, the statement form is called converse. Here, if the sum of measures of angles in a figure is 180 degree, then the figure is a triangle. Here, this is the conditional statement. If and then is there. The part of the statement following if or part of the statement between if and then, this is called given part. What is given part? Sum of measures of angles in a figure is 180 degree. And what is to be proved part? This is to prove part. What is that? The figure is a triangle. So will interchange, means what? This is to be proved part will become given and given will become to be proved part. So how will I write this? If the figure is a triangle, then sum of measures of its all angles is 180. Understood? So given part and to be proved part, they are interchanged to get converse. Second one, if the sum of measures of two angles is 90, then they are called complements of each other. Here, if and then, between, what is the part between if and then? The sum of measures of two angles is 90 degree. This is given part. They are complement of each other. This is to be proved part. So to be proved part will become given. So how will I write this? If two angles are complementary angles, then the sum of measures of two angles is 90. Understood? Third one, if the corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two lines are congruent, then the two lines are parallel. So first I have to identify which one is given part, which one is to prove part. How to identify given part? Part of the statement between if and then. Corresponding angles formed by the transversal of two lines are congruent. This is given part. The part of the statement following then, after then, this is to be proved part. So I have to interchange this. So this will become first, if two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles formed by their transversal are congruent. Next one. If the sum of digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. So what is given part? The sum of digits of a number is divisible by 3. This is given part. Then the number is divisible by 3. This is to prove part. So to be proved part will become given part and given part will become to be proved part. Therefore, if the number is divisible by 3, then the sum of its digit is divisible by 3. Understood? Question number 9. Write the given and to be proved part in the following statement. Here, the conditional statement is given if all sides of a triangle are congruent, then its angles are congruent. So what is given part? All sides of a triangle are congruent. This is given part. And all angles are congruent. This is to be proved part. So I will take an example. So let us take triangle ABC be a given triangle where all sides are congruent. So what is given part? In triangle ABC, what is given? Side AB congruent, side BC is congruent to side AC. Then what I have to prove? What is to be proved? All angles are congruent. Therefore, angle A is congruent to angle B is congruent to angle C. Hold. The diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Here, first we'll convert this into conditional form. If the quadrilateral is parallelogram, then its diagonals bisect each other. The quadrilateral is parallelogram is given part. Diagonals bisect each other is to be proved part. So given part, we have taken quadrilateral ABC. AC and BD are their diagonals. They intersect each other at point O. In parallelogram ABCD, diagonals AC and BD intersect each other at point O. Then they bisect each other. What do you mean by they bisect each other? It means they divide into equal parts. So point O, the point of intersection, divides segment AC into equal part. That is segment AO congruent segment OC, segment BO congruent segment. To be proved part is first one, segment AO congruent segment CO, and the second one, segment BO congruent segment DO. Draw a label figure showing the information in each of the following statement and write given and to be proved part. Here the first statement is two equilateral triangles are similar. First I will convert it into conditional form. How to write it in conditional form? If two triangles are equilateral triangles, then they are similar. So equilateral triangle, this is given part, and triangles are similar, this is to be proved part. So I have taken triangle ABC and triangle PQR, triangle ABC and triangle PQR are two equilateral triangles. What I have to prove? If they are equilateral triangle, then the triangles are similar. So I have to prove triangle ABC similar triangle PQR. If angles in a linear pair are congruent, then each of them is right angle. So linear pair angles are given which are congruent. Here I have taken angle AOB and angle BOC, they are linear pair, and one more thing is given, they are congruent. So what is given part? Angle AOB and angle BOC are linear pair angles, and angle AOB is congruent to angle BOC. Then what we will get? We will get angles are right angles. So to prove part is angle AOB is 90 degree, angle BOC is 90 degree. 3. If the altitudes drawn on two sides of a triangle are congruent, then those two sides are congruent. What do you mean by altitude? Altitude is the perpendicular drawn from the vertex to its opposite side. Here, suppose this is triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, see what is given. Segment CP is perpendicular to side AB and segment BQ is perpendicular to side AC. Segment CP perpendicular side AB and segment BQ perpendicular side AC. One more thing is given. All these are altitudes. CP perpendicular side AB, it means segment CP is altitude, segment BQ is altitude. These altitudes are congruent. It means segment CP congruent segment BQ. Then what will I get? I will get side AB is congruent to side AC. Side AB congruent side AC. It means that triangle is an isosceles triangle. In this way, we have learned problem set 1. So go through all the solutions, try to understand it and practice it well, because this is the new branch of mathematics. This year we have started learning. Okay, thank you. Hello students, do subscribe, share and like my YouTube channel.